Elements of Jazz, your visual jazz experience.
Good evening, welcome to the Typhoon. Typhoon, it's been a little while since we've been here, but we sure like it here. Food is good.
Hello.
Drinks are good.
Hello.
And peoples are good. Everything's all right. Well, we are the Poncho Sanchez Latin Jazz Band, and it's our pleasure to be here with you tonight. And we start things off with a little number off of the latest CD, Psychedelic Blues, and the little number entitled Con Sabor Latino.
And in English, trivia time.
Well, in English that means Con Sabor Latino.
Oye mi negra que yo te cante esta rumba mía. Oye mi negra que yo te cante esta rumba mía. Esta es la rumba. O te tindeo. Agua. Well, first of all, Latin jazz is my life. I've been involved in Latin jazz professionally since 1975 when I joined the Cal Jader Band, way back when. And been nominated for Grammys 7 times. What makes Latin jazz different, what's great about Latin jazz is that it's you got the sophistication of jazz melodies and jazz harmonies. You get that from the music from America and from the black bebop music, and you get the richness, or as we say in Spanish, el sabor. You get the flavor from the Latin rhythms like the conga, the maraca, the bongo, the timbales. You get the flavor from the rhythm, and you cross the Latin rhythms, like you take rhythms from Cuba, Puerto Rico, the Dominican Republic, places like that, Brazil. You take those rhythms like the mambo, the cha-cha-cha, guaguancó, the merengue. You cross that with the sophistication of the melodies and harmonies of American music or black bebop music. You come up with Latin jazz. So well, the way I got into music, the youngest of 11 is my older brothers and sisters. Well, we were born in Laredo, Texas. I moved to Norwalk, California when I was about 4 years old. And my brothers and sisters got into the first wave of the mambo and cha-cha-cha music that came to Los Angeles by way of New York City, Cuba, and Puerto Rico. So that's when it first came out here in the mid-50s, late 50s, and they got into the mambo and the cha-cha-cha. In those days, they used to dance the pachanga, which they don't dance no more, but and the merengue and all that. So I grew up in my house hearing Tito Puente, Machito, Tito Rodriguez, Cal Jader. I heard that music every day in my house, and my sisters were, till this day, my sisters are great dancers. They still love to go dance salsa, so they dance. You can imagine 6 girls in the house, and they all like to dance. They danced every day in my house. They just moved the furniture out to the side and started dancing. And I was just a little kid, so I'd watch them dance. So I learned to dance from my sisters, and I learned about the rhythm. I heard the feet on the floor. You could hear their feet on the floor when they danced, and I would hear that rhythm, you know? And I like that sound of that rhythm, and it was their feet on the floor, you know, that hard floors. So I learned just by being around family and listening to the real deal, the real music, the real music that came by way of Cuba and New York City to Los Angeles.
The singer you like the most, pleasure to be your host. Sabor latino, muy sinceramente, para sus vecinos y para
I had the honor and the pleasure of working with Cal Jader. I joined him New Year's Eve, 1975, at the Ambassador Hotel at the Coconut Grove. I joined the band opposite of Carmen McRae on New Year's Eve, and man, I was with him for 7.5 years, and I was with Cal Jader the day he died in Manila. I was in the Philippines with him when he died of a heart attack, Cinco de Mayo, 28 years ago. And so Cal Jader was a great man, and I won a Grammy with him in 1980. I was nominated for a Grammy with him in 1982, the year he passed. So Cal Jader's a guy that I think about every day still, and I learned a great deal by just being around him, how to deal with music, the music business, how to run my band. I learned by watching the way he did it. I was 24 years old when I joined the Cal Jader band, so I learned a great deal by being around Cal Jader. Well, Psychedelic Blues is our latest CD that's out now, and actually John Burke, the vice president of Concord Records, a very good friend of mine for many years, and John Burke came out to my house and said, Poncho, maybe we should go back towards the Latin jazz stuff, like the earlier stuff you did. But he said, let's go back to your roots and do some really nice, strong Latin jazz stuff. And that's when we did Psychedelic Blues. And we did a tribute to the late, great Willie Bobo, who I had the honor of working with for many years. I worked with Willie, and we did some Willie Bobo numbers, a Willie Bobo medley, which we'll do later on. And also we did some jazz standards. We did an Art Blakey number that was a straight ahead jazz number. It's called Slowly But Surely. I always loved that tune. We figured a way to put it in as a cha-cha-cha, so we do it as a cha-cha. So I kind of went back to my Latin jazz roots. You know.
And now we're going to do another number off the latest CD, Psychedelic Blues. Incidentally, it was nominated for 2 different Grammys, the Latin Grammys and the regular Grammys. We won both Grammys this year with Psychedelic Blues. And now we're going to do a tribute to the late, great Willie Bobo. Vaya, Willie! Y dice así, ajá. Vamos. About you that makes me love you so. I don't know. And when you're holding my hand, something happens to me. I feel it way down low. I don't know. Now I can hold you because you are so fine. I'd be lost without you, and it would hurt me so. Way down low.
energy nowadays. I've had the band 31 years now, and but you know, a lot of the guys in the band, of course, they're younger than me, so I got that young blood still coming in the band, so it keeps me alive and it keeps me feeling good. I see myself in them. When I was with Cal Jader's band, I was just 24 years old when I joined Jader's band, and I got guys just a little bit older than my band, and so, you know, that young blood keeps me going. Hello and goodbye to all my fans out there, the Poncho Sanchez fans. I can tell you one thing, if as long as Poncho Sanchez is around and healthy, you're going to get a double dosage of the real deal Latin jazz, salsa, and Latin soul. So I'll be seeing you out there. Come and see me. Check out my website. Let you know where I'm at. A gozar!